Raj, nice to meet you again.
And user?
Let me explain first what the nephrology means. This is the specialty in medicine which is devoted to study and the treatment of all diseases according to kidney, and all the systematic diseases which affects the kidney. And here in Uzbekistan, there was an order by the Ministry of Health. They asked to digitalize the sphere of nephrology here in Uzbekistan. And the guy who issues the money, he requested to make for him the interactive screen on his laptop to see what's going on with the whole sphere, with the nephrology in Uzbekistan. He wanted to check how many patients here in Uzbekistan, how many of them got the hemodialysis sessions. He wanted to see how much money he needs to issue, like for the next months, quarter and half year, so he can calculate, make all his analysis regarding the finance as well. Okay, then we start to learn the business process, and we made an algorithm which minimize the human factor.
So you did a workflow process?
Yeah, workflow process. Right. So the main point was the guys from the ministry want to see all the cash flow actions here in nephrology. Right. And also another little point, he wants to how to say that. What's the word when you extract, right?
Right.
He wants to extract the corruption from this.
Right.
Yeah, because the doctors were ordering more pills, for example.
Yeah.
Even if they need less. That's why he wants to see all this from his laptop. And so once we learned the business process, the workflow, we made the algorithm where all the centers where the hemodialysis sessions are provided.
So these are
registered.
These are the 14 regions.
14 regions of Uzbekistan.
Right.
The capital, the Autonomous Republic of Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan,
right.
And 12 regions. The 14.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
14 administrative regions of Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
And here on the first row we can see how many hemodialysis centers are in each region.
Right.
So in total there is 87.
And so you made the algorithm for what? Sorry. You said you made an algorithm. Algorithm.
Yeah, algorithm
for
algorithm for starting from issuing the money,
right,
until the patient gets his treatment.
Oh, okay, so the full workflow.
The full workflow, yes.
Right.
Okay, and
so this software is from scratch.
Yes, from scratch, from zero. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Now here is Uzbekistan for this, and here you can see the quantity of patients.
Right.
How many of them, and as of now, there's almost 2,000, 2,000 patients.
Okay.
But this is not the full list.
Right.
Because it was deployed recently.
Right. So this is just the test number.
No, this is the real number, but not the full.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people are being added to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so this is live now.
Yeah, it's live.
Right.
And here's the doctors. And here's the 1, 2, 3. This all are called. Let me translate it really fast. I forgot what. Okay, it's a simple word. Preparations. You know what's mean?
Preparation. So igna arteria is preparation.
Just 1 second. Let me find the answer. Okay, this is medicines which are used for each session.
Right.
And the price for the one session, it varies from 45, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, for 45 to $65. And the one patient have to have these sessions 3 times in a week.
Right.
if he didn't, I mean, he doesn't, he can pass away.
Is this dialysis?
Yeah,
Dialysis session.
Yeah, dialysis sessions. Yes, and the minimum is like 3 times a week.
Right.
And there are about like 400 patients in Uzbekistan.
Right.
So if you count,
how much?
400.
So 40.
Like 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah, 4,000. If you count 4,000 people, multiply like for 3, and multiply to like $550, you can get the sum.
Right.
How much money is spent per week only for this nephrology.
Yeah.
Okay, and here.
So before, how was the MOH recording it?
I thought it was on paper. Yes, yeah, that was the issue. And here you can see the quantity of all these medicines which is used for each dialysis sessions.
Right.
And why do we need this? So the guys from the ministry, they can just open this and check how many of medicines have each region.
Right.
And if you go to the zipper, you can see each center, hemodialysis center.
Right.
So you can see how many patients there, how many doctors,
right.
And here you can read the trend list. For example, the trend list. I will explain. Yeah, trend. Yes, I will explain what this is. For example, here are the medicine which is named filters. Filters. It's a special. It's not a device, but it's a special thing where the blood is like coming.
Right.
It's like refreshed.
Right.
And like
it goes back.
Yes, and back to the patient.
So you're a bit of a kidney expert now as well.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, you can see the magistrals. This is special like pipes
right.
where the blood flows, and this is needles. There are 2 types of needles. Right. Okay, and so the guys from ministry just they can go to this, for example, center.
So where does this data come from?
This data is input by the centers themselves.
Right.
So they input the quantity of what. Yes, on our platform. I will show you the role of doctors. This is another window. So you see here the green. It means the quantity of the medicine is enough, like for more than 3 months. And here you can see the approximate date when they will out of this medicines.
So this is based within your system, or do they physically put that in?
The formula for this were like coded by us, and the only thing they do is input the quantity.
So for instance, if the number of patients increases,
it increases as well. Yes, increases as well.
Automatically.
Yeah, automatically.
Okay.
Yes, automatically. And if it's red, it means the medicine will be out like within the month. If it's yellow, it will enough for like 2 months. You can see here, and this is the approximate date. Okay, so the guys from ministry, they just go here and see. Oh, for example, for the third center, they have to buy all this like medicine.
Or do they send the people from this center to here?
They can. Yeah, they can share all these medicines from like within the region.
Right.
For example, they have until like the next year, so you can say, hey, the second center, like give some medicines to certain one.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you see all these medicines. You can monitor. You can ask, hey, you have like 100 patients, but your like filters is still the same quantity. Why don't you like spend them? Why don't you treat the people?
Right.
So you can just monitor the doctors.
And so going back to the, so even here.
Even here, yes.
No, so the point being is if somebody's doing something wrong, they can check and say, well, hold on, this many patients, why are they running out?
Yes,
right?
Yeah, so you can see like, hey, you only have like 10 patients, but you spend like for 20 people. Yeah. What's the issue?
Right.
Okay, here it was the warehouse, the like type of warehouse, which you saw right now. And also here we can go, there is a very expensive devices for making this station itself, dialysis stations. The devices are imported from foreign countries, right, and it costs very expensive. So we have to check also beside the medicine, the device itself. So you can hear.
This is the device.
Yeah, device. I mean, this is the machine.
Right.
The machine which
That does the actual dialysis.
Yeah, that itself, yeah. You can see here for all 14 regions.
Oh, this is how many machines they have?
Yes, how many machines
Oh,
there.
okay, sorry, right.
And here's the status, which is, it's working.
Right.
It needs some fixes,
Right.
like it should be fixed. And here's a like out of work.
Right.
So why do we need this? So the Minister of Health see, okay, the Republic of Pakistan, they have like out of one this machine, so we have to buy them, or we have to like make our plan for the next quarter, so we can like provide them. Or they can see, oh, the second region have like 15 machines, so we can like take from them like 2 and give to others. They can split the machines like within the republic, because all the information you have here, it's actual one. And if you go deeper, for example, if you like, push this point, you can see each center separately. And if you go even deeper, you will see the name of the machine, who produced it. Here you can see the serial number and the ID number, all regarding information which is needed for like further orders.
Right.
Okay. What else? I showed the warehouse. This is the warehouse. Just like so. And here is the orders by the centers itself. So if they're like out of the medicine, they can order from their platform.
Right.
Write to the minister and ask them, hey, like we're out of like this medicine, so by the next month we have to have like this quantity, some quantity of them. So here's all the regions, and actually it's the phase of this projects still on test, so we're adding more features to make it more attractive, and more productive. Okay, and let me show you the screen of the center itself. I mean the screen of doctors.
All right.
How they input the information, data, how they provide the sessions itself. Okay, here you can see the 4 windows. This one is the devices, machines, which I like showed you. And this is the warehouse. This is the list of doctors, how many doctors in the center, the list of patients. Okay, let's check from the patients. The information which is here.
This is a test, right?
No, this is the actual one.
Oh, should take it off then.
Yeah, this is some like kind of confidential data, but let me still show you the test one. Okay, here's the input.
User test.
This is a test user.
Okay, right.
The guy from our like team.
Oh, okay, cool.
I will show you his data. I guess it's like yeah, 96%.
So all this information is from the doctor?
No, in order to make the session more powerful and more faster, we integrated our system with a system of government, where all data regarding to the citizen is kept.
To the citizen.
Citizen data. So the only thing you do, you input the ID number of the citizen. There's a unique ID for every citizen. When you input this, we get the data from the database of the government. So the doctor, there's no need for doctor to input it by hand.
It's already there.
Yes, it will be inputted automatically. The only thing, the doctor should input the diagnosis, and this is the international standard of diagnosis, which is called MKB10.
Right.
Okay. Here you can see there's a diagnosis itself, like there are 5 types of them. Beside this, you can see here how many medicines were used for this patient. Here, like you can see, he got like 13 sessions for the whole time, and so you can see he's a new one actually. But this is a test user. That's why like numbers are random. Okay, you can see which like infection disease the patient has. And
are these just drop downs, or they just add them?
They just tick if they they just tick. Well, let me show you the process of adding the patient. Here's a button. It says add patient. You go here, and here the place where you input the ID number.
Right.
And here you can see the ID. This number is actually should be inputted here.
If there's something like identification number, serial number, the passwords.
Yeah.
Let me show you how it works. Look, wait, like, so it's 3 seconds. You hear? It was inputted automatically.
Okay.
All information.
So you just set it up. You just put the information, the password.
It pulls all the data.
Yes.
All the data.
It was integrated with the government, like so. And here, the inputs, has to be filled by doctors, because all these inputs are unique. We can integrate like this some other centers, so we can get them.
Including the ICD too.
Okay, the whole process takes like minutes or like less.
Could you explain this thing with the ICD-10?
Yes, ICD-10. Here's the ICD-10.
The ICD-10 is International Classifier of Disease.
Right.
Here, diagnose. If you go here, you can see all the disease here.
But this is just inputted from another.
This is the international thing.
So you just copied it from there.
Integrated from the international
For
resources.
example, if this patient goes to UK or somewhere else or Europe,
The same diagnosis. Okay, the whole process like takes less than 1 minute. You add, the patient is set up here, and you go and starting your sessions. Here's the button. So patient so the patient came to center and he wants to get his like following session treatment, and you show here how many medicines the doctor used for this patient. Actually, you can the maximum number is 1. If you go like more than 1, you have to explain here why did you use like more than 1 medicine. So if you don't explain, it's impossible to add this session. So all
you can't add it.
Yes, you cannot, because it's more than 1.
Right.
Yeah. You show all these medicines, the time, the duration of the session itself. It varies from 1 to 4 hours.
Right.
And who was the doctor? Yeah, here are some test doctors. What was the status of the patient? Like it was okay. Like, it's no problem. It's like in the middle, something between from the bad and good.
That's just the doctor giving an opinion.
Yes. Here's like really bad situation, because why do we need this? The guys from the Ministry of Health can track the history of the patient, and you can see if it goes like more worse, they can like call the doctor, hey, what's going on?
To the middle or to the better.
And here's some additional information. For example, the doctor can like give some comments. For example, patients not coming on time, this kind of stuff. Okay, you add the sessions. Here the list of sessions is like being filled, and all this data is kept on our database, so we can analyze it further, make some more statistics, interactive like maps, like this kind of stuff. If you have data, you can make like really good things. Okay.
Like a customer journey map, but the patient journey map.
And by the way, you asked me about the medicine list. Yes, you said who is like extracting, who is adding. The only thing the doctor he does, he adding the medicine. But what about the extraction? Like extracting. When for each session, you show the number of medicine you use, right? So it extracts automatically from the warehouse.
Oh yeah, so if you use one, then warehouse is mine.
Warehouse minus 1. Yeah.
How? You integrated with the system there?
It's in the system itself. There's an algorithm which is connected with the sessions and the warehouse.
So this is a simple math. Simple math.
Yeah,
Simple, yeah.
And here's the orders which I showed you. For example, you have to have like filters, because you will be out of them like next month. So you send the request to ministry. So I have this medicine like 1000, and this like each type. For example, this F4 HPS. You make some comments. You attach the file, whatever you need, and you send it. And the Ministry of Health gets this request letter, and he will start like working on it.
approvals and things like
Yes.
that.
Before,
So is this connected to any sort of accounting system? Because like you talked about the numbers before.
this is on our plans.
All right.
And then, like, for further steps, we're gonna integrate with the accounting.
There's no like there's no accounting system for everybody at once. There's one system, one system is not like for everybody. Somebody use that, somebody use one, somebody use something other data. To make this integration is kind of a little bit difficult at this time because there's no like one system.
Yeah.
There's no emphasis.
Also, I have to note, before this system, before this platform, the workflow of ordering these medicines was quite curious, lots of issues, because your letter have to go through several channels, several authorities, then go to ministry.
Right.
It took a lot of time, and also took a lot of time to respond it back. So that's why it takes less than minutes, as I said. So it means the guys from Ministry of Health, when they analyze it real fast and respond back.
So where is this hosted?
The main host is there is a server of Ministry of Health. Yes. All database is kept on them, not on us, because this is confidential information. We can do it's prohibited. Okay, it was really brief explanation of our system.
No, but very good, very good.
Yeah.
So we're about to show this to our president next week or maybe this week. I think it might be after the referendum. I'm not quite sure. We thought that we should be showing it last week, yeah?
Yeah, last week.
And then of the week after Harris, but things changed. Maybe in this time, might change by Definitely they built a big nephrology center. I think it's somewhere about Polish big hospital. They were there and they're gonna show the So the thing is that recently they built a big hospital for the nephrology, and the thing is that
In Tashkent.
yeah, in Tashkent. It's in the Mirzalık region. It's around the Tapolich. There's the Tapolich Hospital. That's one of the biggest one in the Mirzalık region. So they built it, and they need to show to the president the whole system, the whole set of what they have in this hospital, including this program that everybody is using it.
So can I add something? All centers you see here is the government one, and besides this, there's the private ones too. We're gonna implement this system also, because it will make change more easier. To prepare the reports for the Ministry for Authorities. Actually, the guys are from India.
From India.
Yeah.
They're making
The private centers are from India.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Any questions?
No, that's
So how is it?
very good.
It's a music.